joining us today for this press conference. We are thrilled to have both teams here to share the thoughts and experience from today's match. My name is Juan Moreno, and I will be guiding us through the proceedings.
Hello again.
So we have a packed agenda, so let's start. First, I would like to introduce Talon. Sorry for the loss today, guys. We are going to open the question. We are going to open the floor for some questions. So from the media, we are going to start with Arnab.
Hey guys, commiseration on the loss. My question is open to everyone actually, but I would like to know thoughts from Coach Frost. Uh, this season was one of the most successful season in the past and from Talent. Since you have made this lineup at the start of the season, what were the goals, and do you think that was achieved today? And looking forward, how you guys will reflect on this season, and what's just your initial thoughts on the boys, including Primi and bringing a governor from NA scene as well.
Okay, first things first. One of the goals was for them to make champs. They did that. So from their perspective, this was a successful season. We had a rotating fifth the whole year. Most teams wouldn't be able to qualify for their or out of their region. With a situation like that, we did that. Governor's first year qualifying for champs. Premi's obvious first year qualifying for champs. Jit's second. Oh no, Jit's first also. Wow. So yeah, I mean, this is a definite growth period for them because now they felt what it's like to compete at a world championship against the best teams in the world. As for Talon, obviously, congratulations to them. Happy that we could bring them some success this year. You asked about what I thought personally. Anything other than a win to me is a complete waste of my time. So on a personal level, I'm extremely frustrated and disappointed. I believe the last thing was thoughts on how I felt about the game. I mean, Lotus, we had 12 first bloods and lost the map. We had 3 5v3s in a row, which I have never seen in my life. A team lose like that. And yeah, I mean, this is just what we are, who we are, and we got to get better, me included.
Thank you.
Thank you for your answer. Next question goes to Sierra.
Yeah, hello. Commiserations on the loss, and like you said, insane that you're able to make it this far with rookies, so kudos there. My question is about the game today. Despite like the 2-0 loss, you guys put up a great sunset, especially after how on Lotus, like you said, that map kind of went out of left field. I just wanted to ask, what did that conversation look like in between maps to bounce back mentally and strategically when there were a lot of stressors like that 10-2 half, like those lost 3v5s, and also elimination from champs on the line? And this can go to either Cruz or Frost, either one.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say because, well, actually, in the first place, I think we should have won on both maps if we played like scrims, but nope. So what happened in the mid and between the games was we were just talking about like if we just play normally and we're not playing scared, we just do the things you were told to do, we should be able to look completely different from the first game. That's how we headed into the second game, but still it wasn't enough. And yeah, still was a kind of like a disappointment.
Thank you, and can't wait to see what you guys do next year.
Thank you. Next question is from Sports Kida.
Yes, first of all, commiserations on the loss, guys. My question is for Governor. So now that your season is unfortunately over, I wanted to know what your biggest takeaways are from this event and your first year in franchise.
Um, my biggest takeaways are again probably I need to be more consistent. Um, on top of that, I think I realized pretty quickly, like beginning of this season, like how much different LAN is. But like great experience. I think by now I've definitely gotten the feel of it. But just gotta do better next year, I guess. I don't know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have another question from Arnam.
Hi again. This time my question is directed towards Primi. Primi, this was your first champ, of course. Your case has been one of the exceptional in the whole VCT uh, league. How was your experience playing in the international stage for the first time? And did you had pressure since a lot of people were uh, commending your performance from the league stage and coming to the champions? How was what do you think? Sorry, what were your takeaways from it?
ก็ลงมันรู้สึกไงที่ได้พาแชมเปี้ยนรอบนี้แล้วก็แบบว่าที่มีแบบว่าได้มาโชว์ฉายแววบนเวที
I feeling good that I'm coming to play here. Mm, and I hope next year we do better. Thank you.
Thank you, and can't wait you guys to see next year.
Okay. We have another question from Pedro Romero.
Guys, likewise, commiserations. Got a question for Frost. Given what you said about earlier on in the press conference about your thoughts on the team and the journey from the start of the season up until the very end, want to ask you about what are the things that will stand out that have stood out to you the most uh throughout this entire year as a whole, be it good or bad from your point of view, and the kind of things that also uh led to the team reaching this point despite the elimination today. Um just kind of review on that again. Biggest takeaways, good or bad for you from your point of view for this year.
I mean, it started with some positives. We pretty much can get a lead anytime we want it against anyone in the world. We did that consistently all year, um, which is really hard to do in the first place, especially when you have young players. Um, I think from where we started to where we are now, it's like not even close as to the type of team we are today compared to then. I'd say that with the addition of Primi, I think if we had him for the whole year, we were probably going to be one of the best teams in the tournament. I mean, practice, if scrims results mattered, we certainly would have been. So I think, giving him more time and more reps and having him ingratiate himself with his teammates is only going to be really good for him in the offseason. And even though we're out of this tournament, we're going to continue to practice both for the teams that are here and obviously to get more team reps and chemistry. In fairness, yeah, there are a lot of negatives for sure. But I think probably the only one I will discuss openly is just our inability to close out rounds as a group and our ability to scatter like cockroaches when we're up numbers shows me that we're just too allergic to each other. And that probably has to be the number one thing that they need to change individually about themselves is everybody has to be a hero without a cape on this team, and it actually drives me insane. So, you know, they become a little bit more disciplined, if they take their time more, I think they'll be fine, with or without me.
Thanks so much. Ah, okay. Okay, so no, next question goes to Sierra History.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask like maybe a little bit lighter hearted of a question because I was a little bit thick. What was anybody's favorite memory, maybe from competing either in Seoul and Champions or maybe the whole season?
You guys have no memories? Wow, that's cool.
Like any game like where you popped off, you know, or like playing on stage for the first time. I know a lot of it was your first year.
Nah, these guys are trash. I'll tell you one memory I have that is actually like kind of funny, not funny, but like I kicked Primy out of trials because he did something I thought was really stupid. And then joke's on me because then we end up signing him later. And now I'm like, damn, I wish I had the time with him for, you know, X amount of months.
What
That
was the
actually happened.
stupid thing? Do you remember?
Okay, so I don't know if I can say because I don't want to, but he at least knows I kicked him out of trials, which ultimately obviously was stupid. But I felt I had a leg to stand on, obviously, but hindsight being what it was ultimately pretty stupid. But let's just say he had did something that is pretty you'd agree with me on this. It's pretty taboo what happened, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do that. Fair?
If for okay, so if you don't have experience doing these kind of things, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
So,
But me being ornery and old, I basically was just like, nah, bro. So I had to set an example for everyone else who was in trials because we had like, oh, man, I
10,
want to say like
15
12 people or
Or, like,
15 people trialing. So I like used him. I set him, or sorry, I used him as an example to set for everyone else. But ultimately, egg is on my face because he ended up finding his way back on the team. And obviously, everybody knows now how great he is, or sorry, potentially how great he can be. So yeah, I'm a fucking idiot for that one, actually. Unlucky. So that's a memory that I'll hang on to. And all their throws, which are epic, actually. Each individual throw this year will always live with me in infamy.
at least you'll remember me, bro.
That's
Thank
not how
you.
you want to be remembered, bro. Not by me. But yeah. Otherwise, it's been pretty fun, actually. This is a good group of guys. So
Agree. Thank you. Last question goes to Pedro Romero.
Yeah, I got a question for Ban and Jit Boys. Ban, for you. You returned to the international scene after 1 year. Jit Boys, your first debut experience as well. Haven't had much words from you guys, so want to ask you guys how your experience was individually for each of you guys um in this event, and how would you guys take this experience moving forward into the future?
For me, I think um, definitely disappointing. I think I ended at the same place that I did last year, but um, at the end of the day, I think this team can grow like infinitely. Um, I've been on different teams like T1, where last year we focused very heavily on scrum results, and I mean the team is very older in terms of experience, so we played exactly how we do in scrims. I think that was really the important thing when I was with T1. And this year, in fact, after Primi joined, I think we won literally almost every scrim after since we came here. And I'm not disappointed at the fact that the results don't translate because I think it takes time. And honestly, at the end of the day, the blame is on me and Cruz, the most experienced players. So I just think that at the end of the day, if we lose, it's not because it's their fault. It's because we didn't the right set the right environment for them to be comfortable during the stage. It might take time, but at the end of the day, I think the experienced players should take responsibility.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. Okay, thank you, Talon, for being here and being part of Champions Seoul. Your determination and sportsmanship are commendable. We look forward to your future participation and success.
Thank you.
Thank you.